As Melody's words spread, so did the fallout. Her admission, while subtle, marked a significant shift in the ongoing narrative surrounding her. Fans were no longer just questioning her actions, they were now dissecting her every word. In the weeks that followed her interview, the internet was ablaze with opinions, reactions, and theories about what she had really meant. What was Melody hiding? Was she finally confirming the terrifying rumors that had been whispered for so long? Or was she simply playing a clever game of selective truth, holding back just enough to keep the public's attention firmly fixed on her? Her fans, many of whom had supported her throughout the messy divorce with Martell, now found themselves in a difficult position. They wanted to believe that Melody had always been upfront and honest with them. After all, they had stood by her side as she weathered the storm of Martell's betrayal, his multiple affairs, and the very public collapse of their marriage. But this new revelation, whatever it was, left them questioning the full story. What Melody's silence had done for so long was create a sense of mystery around her. She had carefully curated her persona as a strong, independent woman who was willing to let go of what no longer served her. That persona resonated with her fans. She became a symbol of empowerment, a woman who was standing tall after years of emotional turmoil. But now, with this new confession, some fans began to feel as though they had been kept in the dark for too long. Many began to wonder, was Melody truly the victim she had portrayed herself to be, or was there more to her story? How much of her pain was real, and how much was part of an ongoing narrative she had carefully controlled over the years? By leaving things so vague and open-ended, Melody invited these questions, giving her audience a chance to fill in the blanks. The question that echoed throughout social media and interviews was, what else was she hiding? Was there a bigger secret, one that had yet to be revealed? Melody's calmness during her confession, paired with her calculated word choice, left too much room for interpretation, and fans were more than willing to dissect every bit of it. For those who have followed Melody's journey closely, her guarded demeanor in interviews was not a surprise. Throughout her marriage to Martell and even during their public split, she had always been careful not to show too much emotion in public. She had learned early on that showing vulnerability could be weaponized against her, especially by Martell. But now, as she finally opened up about the truth, it was clear that even though she was speaking, she wasn't truly letting her guard down. Fans could feel the walls she had built around herself. There was an emotional distance between her words and her true feelings. Melody wasn't ready to completely expose herself to the world, and in some ways, it felt like she was still hiding part of her truth. The response to this guardedness was mixed. Some fans appreciated her strategy of keeping certain aspects of her life private. After all, she was a mother and a businesswoman who had every right to protect her peace. But others began to question whether her silence had been intentional. All along, had she been protecting someone? Was there more to the story than what we had seen on TV? The mystery surrounding her silence made the rumors surrounding her divorce even more intriguing. And Melody's decision to speak just enough to spark even more curiosity only complicated the situation further. As if Melody's personal revelation wasn't enough to stir up trouble, her relationships with her castmates on Love and Marriage Huntsville began to feel the pressure of her confession. For years, Melody had built connections with certain members of the cast. Some of these relationships had been tested by the ongoing drama with Martell, while others had been strained due to the hidden truths Melody had been holding on to. One of the most telling aspects of Melody's shift in behavior was her growing distance from certain castmates. While she had always been one of the more vocal members of the show, especially during heated discussions about infidelity and personal boundaries, in recent seasons, she started pulling back from certain people. Some viewers noticed that her interactions with cast members who had once been close friends seemed more strained. These distancing actions raised eyebrows. Was Melody distancing herself from others to protect herself, or was it because she was hiding something she didn't want anyone to know? This shift was particularly significant for the other cast members. After Melody's recent confession, many fans began to speculate that her changing dynamic with the cast could have been due to the secrets she was withholding. Even her co-stars seemed to recognize the shift, with some choosing to remain silent or make cryptic remarks that only fueled the speculation. Were they in on the secret? Did they know something that the public didn't? As Melody's story unfolded, the impact on her relationship with her co-stars became even more pronounced. While some cast members chose to support her, others appeared to be stepping back. In a reality TV show where everyone's drama is broadcasted for the world to see, Melody's choice to keep certain things hidden created a divide. Some saw her as a strong, strategic woman taking control of her narrative, while others began to question her motives and wonder if her secrecy was more than just self-preservation. It could be something deeper. While Melody remained tight-lipped about the rumors, the media did not. Entertainment insiders, bloggers, and even some of her fellow cast members were all too eager to spread rumors about what Melody was hiding. As more and more sources began to hint at the idea that Melody was keeping something major under wraps, the pressure mounted on her to speak out. Despite this, Melody maintained control over her narrative. She chose when to speak and when to remain silent, showing the world that she wasn't going to let others dictate her story. Even as rumors flew, she refused to be cornered into providing answers she wasn't ready to give. This level of control was admired by some, but it left others wondering if Melody was truly the victim of circumstances, or if there was a deeper, more complicated story that she was unwilling to reveal. Her social media activity became a case study for fans trying to decode what was really going on behind the scenes. Melody liked posts that hinted at keeping secrets, about protecting your peace, and waiting for the truth to come out in its own time. These subtle acknowledgments only added to the growing sense of curiosity and speculation among her followers. After Melody's recent interview, where she dropped a bombshell without confirming or denying the rumors, the public reaction was swift. The internet exploded with fans sharing their thoughts, some defending Melody and others questioning her motives. Some fans felt that Melody was playing it smart by keeping her personal life private, while others believed that she was hiding something far more serious. The general sentiment among Melody's supporters was that she had earned the right to control her own narrative. She didn't owe the public every detail of her life, and if she chose to keep certain things private, that was her prerogative. However, others began to feel like Melody had played them by withholding crucial information. For these fans, her statement left them with even more questions than answers. They wondered why she had waited so long to speak up, and whether this was part of a larger strategy to maintain her image while leaving her followers in the dark.